what we embody here at B&I, so purpose and overview on teamwork, and it's a little story about, it's a story about geese and how they fly. So I'm just going to show you this little presentation here. For the education part, you guys were just handed out a worksheet, perspective, and you got a calculator. So on the first part of that, it's all about perspective. So you got it's all about perspective, Padilla calculator. What I want you to do is multiply your age times 365, as you see on there. And you can actually do.
Yes.
So yeah, well, it's up to you. And then you subtract that number by 31,025. It's going to give you a negative, but that's going to give you a number. Just take the negative out of there when you do that. So, and then Allie has the second sheet here. So, what I'm doing by doing this is that there are 365 days in a year. That number, 31,025, is the number of days you would have lived if you lived to the age of 85 years old. So when you subtract your age by that number, if you're going to live to 85, that's how many days you have left. Now, you know, I don't, and so This is what I'm telling you about. You guys, we wake up every morning and we come here and we are spending valuable time of our lives. We only have so much time, and that's if we live to 85. Some of us will be cut short of that. Some of us will live longer than that. We don't know. And so this is Viktor E. Frankl. He wrote The Man's Search for Meaning. I've got it here on audiobooks if anybody wants to borrow it. Viktor E. Frankl was a Jewish prisoner in the Nazi German concentration camps. And so what he did, his why was he continued his studies even though he was a Jewish Nazi German concentration camp prisoner. So what he would study as a psychiatrist was he would notice how people would come into the camp for 1 week and die in a week. You know, they would just get in and they would be dead in a week. But yet there were other ones that were literally walking cadavers, he called them, that were skeletons that went from camp to camp to camp. And so he wondered why these people lived, the walking cadavers, and the people who came in fresh and died in a week died. And when he interviewed them, he discovered that they all had something bigger than themselves to live for outside of the camp. They had a loved one they had to get to, they had work that was done, businesses, whatever. They had a reason to live, is what they did. And so what I'm trying to accomplish with this exercise is basically if you can discover your why, and this perspective exercise I've done a couple times, when you see how many days you have left, and you can divide that into how many winters you have, how many summers you have, you know, how many seasons you have with your kids, how many Christmases you're going to spend. I mean, it gets pretty profound. One thing he keeps saying in there, he who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow. And that came from his study in the German concentration camps. So the exercise, you know, as you know, you multiply your age times 365 divided by 31,025, and then you say page 2. And then I put how precious is time, and so that'd be it. Like I said, how many days are you going to come here? And the way I've timed this in the B&I is that when we come here, make the most out of your time. And I'm going to share with you a little bit of my why. And that's me and my dad. I'm about 28 years old in that picture, and Aaron, you know my dad. And my dad's standing on a milk crate, so he looks taller than me. But that happened on my birthday in October. For my birthday, I wanted to go across Bartlett Lake and go quail hunting. And the reason why I show you that is my dad now is 76 years old, 2-time cancer survivor. My mom has drug-induced dementia and in early stages of Alzheimer's. He's her primary caregiver, and he won't leave her side. Those days are gone. I have no more camping and hunting trips with my dad. I've run my seasons with those. Now I have my memories of him. And I'm telling you guys, it's so precious, and we take for granted the time we spend with people and doing certain things with them that we love to do. The reason why I come here and I give it my all, and I give you guys what I give you, the referrals, because I know it's going to be reciprocated. It already has been. I got a thank you at closed business to Mark Johnson today. That thank you at closed business will allow me to buy season tickets next year to the Arizona Cardinals games, and that's one thing we can still do together, where I can get him out to go watch that football game. That's something we do. It's precious, you guys. The time is precious, and I'm trying to emphasize to you, when you spend your time to come here focused and driven to fuel your why. Whoever that picture is in your lives, it could be your kids, it could be your wife, it could be your parents, whoever it is, you know, there's only so much time. He's 76 years old. I know the math. I did the exercise. I only have 9 more, you know, if he lives to 85, I only have 9 more seasons. And I don't know the quality of those seasons once you start getting up there, you know. Those may diminish too. So, didn't mean to shock you or anything like that, but just keep in mind that everything we do is very intentional.